Holy moly. I am addicted to this song. Excalibur was legendary and I thought that it would be difficult to top. But now Karma has left me bug-eyed, shook, squealing incoherently on the floor and absolutely gobsmacked. Holy smokes. What a way to go for your first comeback. The visuals y'all. My jaw kept on dropping lower and lower while I was watching the MV. They do not look like rookies at all. Their song production has improved so much, what the hell? The instrumentals are so clean this time. I know a lot of people weren't keen on the mixing in Excalibur and you can tell that their company took those critiques to heart. And oh my word, their vocals are even more beautiful this time, if that is even possible. How the hell did they create something even more epic? It's just a small part of the song, but the way Jeon chromatically descends down the scale in the chorus creates this haunting yet mystical aura that gives me goosebumps but entices me to listen even more closely. It creates this sense of time being stopped amidst the beautiful chaos of the chorus. Can we also just appreciate how they've already created their own sound and music style? If I have my playlist on shuffle and a Kingdom song comes up, I immediately know that it's a Kingdom song. Their team's love and appreciation for history and the amount of care and attention that goes into the fine details is incredibly admirable. As a history nerd, I am so grateful for these boys and their team, especially since GF Entertainment is only a small company, yet they put so much money into making every one of their releases special. They are honestly such a creative and resourceful company that make the most of what they have. I've said it before when I checked out their debut. The concept they have is a concept that other companies are too scared to commit to or even touch. The amount of thought and effort that goes into the styling, sets and choreo to really do their concept justice is insane and deserves all of our respect. This entire MV is just literal pure art. It's a straight up masterpiece. I pity the fools who sleep on these kings. We first got medieval knights of the round table, now we have mystical imperial emperors, and next we're going to get a whole ass Game of Thrones looking concept. It's over y'all. Just give Kingdom and GF Entertainment all the awards. Their concept may be historical, but these kings are making history with every release. Long live Kingdom. I said this before but I'll say it again. The people who said Alexa can only do one concept must look real stupid now. Yo, this is so funky, I love it. I love this new side we're getting to see from her. It's so vibrant and cheeky. You can't help but smile. She absolutely slayed the cyborg dystopia concept and now she's slaying the old school 1990s 2000s hip hop style. It almost gives me Gwen Stefani mixed with Fifth Harmony kind of vibes. The chorus is so satisfying whenever it hits. I thought BM was gonna feature in the song but Alice we got played with another Yuno and Soolji. Regardless, I love seeing my fave underrated Americans supporting each other. If only the world weren't as it is in its current state. Because I can totally see Alexa performing this on TV shows in America and it would sound so amazing on the radio. Very groovy bop. You can't help but sway along to it. It's a very typical summer boy group music video that reminds me of the third generation. First time I listened to it I wasn't so sure if I liked the breakdown in the chorus because I was expecting something more bright and hype. Definitely not a funky bass. But the more I listen to it, the more I like it. I really like their unique sound and charm. The fact that this is the first of a new series for these guys makes me quite excited to see what comes out from them next. This is too dope y'all. For those of you who have a singular brain cell like me, 13 IVI is BM in numbers. This dude seriously has a galaxy brain, damn. I was surprised with Broken Me because I wasn't expecting that kind of stuff from BM. 13 IVI is exactly what I was expecting from him given the type of vibe he exudes and his California roots. 2021 is BM's year. 13 IVI is a sweet love letter to the haters. The entire way through the song I was headbanging and going yes man. Talk your shit. DSP has kept this man locked up for way too long. Keep hustling BM cause this is fire. Best song about driving. Wink wink. Can we just appreciate the effort that goes into these types of Stray Kids releases? They're not even proper releases comebacks but they absolutely slap. I wasn't aware that Up All Night was released last month and it's a whole bop too with a quality music video, along with retro. Y'all know that I'm a sucker for the cyberpunk aesthetic. So when you have cyberpunk mixed with this type of lo-fi vibe and add in my Stray Kids bias and bias wrecker, the result is a deceased fan. Also you guys should check out Hwiyoung's dance video Play With Fire if you haven't. Be careful though, it's dangerous. Beam Beam song of the summer. Her voice is amazing. Even though it's less than 3 minutes long, it doesn't sound like it's cut off too short. It sounds absolutely perfect and well crafted. Beam Beam sounds so Soyeon, but it also reminds me of some of Hwyoung's title tracks. Mostly in the composition and Soyeon's voice, but duh, of course. They used to be part of the same company. The rest of the mini album sounds wholeheartedly 100% authentic. Flawless queen. Miss Jeon Soyeon. Her rap in Psycho gives me chills every time I listen to it. A few of the songs sound like they could almost be idol songs, which makes sense cause Soyeon has a hand in producing most if not all of their songs. I'm still so shook at the fact that we got such a bad bish anthem with Is This Bad B number? Like who even allowed Soyeon, Bibi and Youngji to collab, cause I just wanna say I love you so freaking much. 3 of my all-time favorite rappers all in one song. I simply combusted when Soyeon played a snippet of it in her track list teaser video. I'm gonna sound like such a bad fan, but I never truly realized what Soyeon was capable of doing. Windy placed me into Soyeon's perfectly manicured acrylic nail hands and then bish slapped me into another dimension, which woke me up to the realization that I now serve Queen Soyeon. If there is one particular niche I like, it's sad summer songs that help me continue to be emo all year long. This song pierced right through my soul. Day 6 never disappoint with their releases. It's a great song to study along to. The chorus is so soothing, even though it's so sad, like having a warm cup of tea next to a window on a rainy day. This album is soaked in nostalgia. I'd really recommend giving it a listen from start to finish if you want to have an emo adventure. Also, is it just me or does anyone else think that we kind of sounds like Dear Me by Taeyeon? Now or Never's little sister, is that you? What is it with FNC and smashing up statues and falling floating rocks nowadays? Teardrop is so sleek and sexy. It's a lot simpler in comparison to their previous title tracks, but that all the more adds elegance to it. I am in love with this minimalistic monochrome aesthetic and Garden of Eden concept they are going for. I've been a fan of them since Mamma Mia, and I'm so proud of how much they've grown over the years and of what they've been able to accomplish, especially how they were selected to participate in Kingdom Legendary War. I'd say that out of all the groups on Kingdom, SF9 were the most underrated and probably went in with the smallest fandom. I hope that now, since they've been on the show and completely wowed the public, more people will want to check out their stuff. Cause all of their music, even their covers, are bomb. I think Teardrop nicely continues on from the concept and vibe they were going for in Believer, which is absolutely top tier in my opinion, and I like how they are continuing this story they first started in Good Guy. I'm not smart enough nor have the will to decipher all this, so I'll just wait until Harry Potter makes another theory video. I feel like this is K-pop Say So. It's retro and bubblegum pink. Not saying it's a direct copy. They just radiate the same kind of energy and I'm in love with both. Also, this is Lilac's pink frosted cousin from the 70s. Taeyeon's vocals are so dreamy in here. It makes the song even more heavenly. I feel like I'm dosing off on a pink candy floss cloud, sipping on a colorful drink in a fancy glass. I was so shook when I heard Taeyeon rap. We all know her as a vocal goddess, but I don't think I've ever heard her rap, and she raps so well. Absolutely adore the Y2K aesthetic of the music video, and the styling is so classy and exquisite. Taeyeon shines so brightly with this song. I wish that she'll come out with more concepts like this. OMG, we got no more Dream Era cookie back ass. This song cures sadness. BTS have given us exactly what we need given the current state of the world. IDK, the song just fills me up with hope and serotonin and makes me feel refreshed. This radiates the same energy as Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake. They don't sound similar but they feel similar. If we compare Butter and Permission to Dance, I prefer to listen to Butter but I like the MV to Permission to Dance more because it is just so wholesome. I find it insanely sweet how they released this on Army Day. I also find it sweet how they incorporated the sign language signs for dance, fun and peace into the choreo. BTS best boys indeed. Side note, I think I'm going to have to take a long time to get over Platinum Blonde J-Hope. Goddamn.
Ho, my whole life,
With Yellow Cab, I'm in love with the America in the late 20th century aesthetic and feel of the MV. It kinda plays around with styles from the 60s to 90s. With hula hoops I can't help but be in complete awe with the aesthetics and art style of the MV. DPR never come to play when it comes to their visuals. Also, who the hell allowed DPR live, Benzino and Hwasa to be in one song together? Cost God bless you. Whenever DPR release anything, I instantly know that I'm going to like it cause I mean it's DPR. They've hit the mark for me with everything I've seen of them and I really wish more people would check them out. The second I heard that bass I knew I was going to like this song. Then when I heard their vocals and those retro synths I became in love. I'ma be honest and tell you guys that this is the first time I've given AKMU a proper listen and checked out their album. All I have to say for myself is that I'm sorry for sleeping on them for so long. Is it wrong for me to say that I'm surprised a song like this came out of YG? I don't normally associate this genre with YG but all the more power to them I guess. The way they sing the chorus is so satisfying, especially when they sing. Before going into the song, I knew that IU was going to be featuring in it, but while I was listening I completely forgot that she was in it cause her voice just blends so well with Soyeon and Chanhyuk. Honestly this is such a strong contender for best collab of the year for me. I was expecting like a sultry R&B track. Something like UN Village for Dio, but honestly Rose is just perfect for him. To the average listener, this kind of song may not seem like much or look exceptionally impressive, but with Dio, he brings out art in simplicity. A motif that pops up in the music video that ties in with the message or theme of the song is the quote "Gather ye rosebuds while ye may." Dead Poets Society is one of my favorite films of all time. Essentially from what the movie tells us and from what I've gathered from Dio's Rose, both are telling us to gather our courage and seize the moment, even if we're scared. What I'm getting from the MV is, if we live like this, then we won't be affected by bad things. Okay, I may be overanalyzing this but basically I just find it beautiful. The way Hwiyoung sings I don't give a damn in the English version of Rose is so sexy. Honestly Dio could pass off as a native English speaker with how well he sings in English. And big props to him for singing an entire song in Spanish. I don't speak the language but it sounded gorgeous. I love the choice in artistic direction and cinematography. It's very cartoony, and with the low frames per minute rated kind of looks like a stop motion animation. The aesthetics are kind of Wes Anderson-like. It reminds me of animations like Fantastic Mr. Fox. Also this scene in particular reminded me of Baekhyun's Bambi LOL. I think we could all do with some songs that have carefree, wholesome vibes like this. Like I said with Soyeon's Beam Beam, even though Rose is quite short, it doesn't feel undercooked. You still get everything you want out of the song. Anyone else got early Dreamcatcher vibes from this MV? I've always checked out and enjoyed Dreamcatcher's songs but always found myself only listening to their B-sides over and over again. Not because I dislike their title tracks, it's just that I feel like I have to be in a certain mood to listen to them. But recently, the rock elements in their title tracks aren't as overpowering as before and I'm finding that I frequently go back and listen to those songs. I use the word overpowering lightly because I wouldn't say that it's over the top. I just use the word to compare the kind of sound they had early on to now. Again, this is all just my personal taste. I'm not usually drawn to this kind of genre but there are a few groups that are the exception for me. On another note, their makeup artists keep outdoing themselves honestly. In an industry where certain looks become overused trends very quickly, their makeup artists always sprinkle in their own magic and produce these stunning creations that complement the visuals of the MV. This makes it look more authentic and not like they're trying to recreate a particular look that was done before and went viral, which I see happen a lot nowadays from lots of groups. Overall, I really like this comeback and I'm so obsessed with All Day Long.